turn me up a little. Yeah. Hey, let me get a little more. They know who we at, man. Yeah. I know they entertain. Yeah. We stay entertaining. Yeah. Hey, we stay entertaining. Hey, we stay entertaining. We stay entertaining. Yeah. Now turn me up, baby. Now turn me up. We stay entertaining. Yeah. Hey, we stay entertaining. Hey, we stay entertaining. We stay entertaining. Yeah. Now turn me up, baby. Now turn me up. Hey, we stay entertaining. Now go and check the ratings. We got them up through the ceiling like elevators. House of X in the building, so going crazy. This shit was made for television. Pass the remote, baby. Now go and subscribe, comment, go live. Tell a friend to go and tell a friend. Make sure you tap in, cause we at it again. It's all entertainment, cause we stay entertained. Stay entertaining, yeah. Hey, we stay entertained. Hey, we stay entertained. Stay entertaining, yeah. Hey, we stay entertained. Hey, we.
Are we on the screen? They can't see us. Blue. Happy Pride!
Okay, get your gay on. Get your gay on. Get your gay on.
Happy Pride, y'all. Happy Pride.
Yeah, happy Pride.
Welcome, guys.
Okay,
this
is
is
she really gay
or not? This is our first Pride celebration.
Is it, girl? Because I could have sworn we've been here before.
No, we haven't.
Oh.
Yes, we're also celebrating our 8th marriage anniversary, which will be on Monday.
You're married?
Oh, God. Keep it cute. Hey, everybody.
When you get married, girl?
Hey, everyone. Welcome to the show. I'm Watson.
And I'm Watson.
Yeah.
But with sunglasses on.
He is Leo.
But
welcome in. We have Heather and Connie's Condition Crafted.
Hey.
Welcome in.
Forgive him if he jacks up your name. Watson can't pronounce nothing. Huh?
I can. Hey, we have this me Watson in the building.
Okay, it's Watson, baby.
And we have Shonda. Hey, Shonda.
Hey, Shonda.
Shonda, if you are home, girl, I will drop the link for you to come up because you are a part of the family as well.
Oh, he said you really gay in real life, girl.
Welcome in. If you are home, Shonda, let me know. And we got Fred in the building. Hey, you nigga loving.
Hey.
Welcome in. We got On Deck with CB.
Hey.
Welcome in. We got Locked In with the Wilson.
Hey.
Welcome in. And we got Wellness with Frugalmama.
Hey.
We got the Turner Podcast. Happy Pride.
Okay, they said get your gay on, girl.
Yes, happy Pride. Okay, all right. Welcome in. We got Afro Mix in the building.
Hey. Oh, I'm sorry. I did not mean to hit you, girl.
Abuse.
Technically, we read your book. You've been abused. Girl, okay.
We're gonna have to talk about that because
you should be used to it by this part. Okay,
well,
you be alright.
Turner Podcast was just talking about something where yes. So we're gonna have to talk about that.
What were they talking about, girl? Abuse.
We're gonna have to talk about that.
I think we're talking about abuse. Huh?
Yes, abuse.
Now y'all know we going out there.
Happy anniversary! Thank you so much.
Who said that?
Thank you so much.
Hey, thank you.
I got my pride nails going on. Yes.
I know that's not gonna get your pride nails.
Happy anniversary! Thank you so much. On Deck with CB.
Whose anniversary is it?
You forgot already,
girl. You're married. When did you get married, girl?
Oh, sugar.
I'm married. Ooh, girl.
Oh, sugar.
All right.
Hey, my loveliness. Happy Pride. It's your new girl from Minnie. Hey, Maine. How you doing, Miss Smith? How are you? Welcome in.
Everybody have y'all cocktailing tonight or not?
Yes.
Okay, get your drink. Pass it back. Throw it back. Do what you got to do, honey. Okay? Just meet me in the back.
Welcome in. We got Mike and Rihanna in the building. Adventures in the building.
Hey.
Knock them with those and say happy anniversary.
Yeah. Thank you.
Welcome in. Oh, yes. Happy anniversary and many more. Loveliness together. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
That's if Watson don't drive me up the wall, child. Honey.
Keep it cute.
Because Miss Mary be doing the most, honey.
Keep it cute. And also, guys, if you see the
she be overbooking us all the time. But
if you see the tickler going across, all you have to do is drop hashtag HOS, HOX in the chat, and you can
what are you talking about, though?
The hashtag.
Okay, so what he's trying to say is, because I don't know if y'all understand what he's trying to say. If you drop hashtag HOX, it'll drop your channel link. That's
Nightbot is gonna drop your channel link. Y'all,
so if you want your link dropped, you already know what to do.
Y'all make me crack up. Thank you so much, boo. We
try to be funny. You know, we do what it do. Oh, we forgot to say this.
What?
Share us out.
Yes, make sure you guys share.
Share us out with your doctors, your lawyers, your garbage people.
And
whoever else you know in the world, cousins, brothers, aunties, gay godfathers, honey. Share us out with everybody.
Share us out with everybody.
If you got a gay community where you at, share us out with them too. Let them know the homos are on, girl.
We got the one in the building.
Gay, girl, or no?
Hey, the one. How you doing? Welcome in.
Hey.
Welcome in. And shout out to all of our members in the building.
Okay, shout out to them.
Yes. Okay, you guys are using the hashtag. Okay.
Shout out to the members.
Shout out to the members. Okay. All right. Shout out to the members. We got Wellness with Frugalmama. Make sure you guys check out that amazing channel. We got Locked In with the Wilsons. We also interviewed them yesterday. So make sure.
Amazing interview.
Make sure you check that out as well. Okay, we're coming down. Friend said, that damn Leo.
Oh, not that damn Leo, honey.
Hey, Shy. How you doing, Shy?
Hey, girl.
How you doing? Hey, my handsome fellas. Welcome in, Shy.
Thank you for the compliments. Flattery will get you everywhere around here, girl.
Welcome in, and happy Pride to everybody. So, we have about 1 more minute, guys, before we bring up this lovely panel of guests that we have that's going to.
We're not going to make them wait 10,000 hours, girl, like we normally do to people when they come here.
Honey, you want Tasha to read us, girl?
Oh, now she going to read us.
Yes, honey.
Now, wait a minute. You can't read us on our own show. That's not very nice.
Yes, girl.
Ooh.
So,
I will clap to that girl.
We did a little special.
That is horrible. You can't even see the fan, honey.
Oh, we have to remove.
We got these gay fans, honey. They are sickening, girl.
Well, I'll remove the background so y'all can see the fans. Okay. Can y'all see her?
Right.
Yes. Show yours.
Yes, honey. Love is love. Is you getting your love on or not?
Yes.
Okay. And you just gotta do a little fan. Swing a little hand to a little fan.
So that's the fan. Okay, so we're gonna put back our background.
Even though it's already cold in here because he got the air on, child. Honey, because it's hot outside.
Okay.
Is it hot where y'all are? Because it is hot outside.
All right.
A little heat outside.
Okay, guys. So we did a little commercial for our panel of guests today, guys. You guys are going to get to know us. You know, we're going to have fun. We're going to talk.
Get to know you. I think they already know you. We're here like every day, girl.
Okay.
Oh.
So this lovely celebration that we have tonight, guys, is a combination of folks that you see on YouTube. We have the Turner Podcast, which is a combination of Wellness with Frugalmama and the Turners. Okay. And we also have Jagged Little Edge and Rootednessntialoils, which is the Ranty's family, and you have us, which is House of X Entertainment, the Williams. So right after this commercial, guys, we will start our show.
Hey, turn me up a little, yeah. Hey, let me get a little more. They know who we at, man. Yeah. I stay entertained. Yeah.
One of the biggest challenges.
Okay, well let me gather him together right quick. Yes, I'm set in my ways because I had to fight for everything that I've gotten. I had to fight for just being who I am. So I take pride in the things that I've learned and the things that I've grown and the
Thank you all for attending today as we join the hands of Tasha and Tashiria in an imperfectly perfect union.
Hearing nothing. Leo, do you take Winston to be your wedded husband, to love him, honor him, cherish him, keep him, and take care of him for the rest of your life? Thank you, sir. As a token of your promise to Winston, please advance and put a ring on his left hand, third finger. Thank you. Winston, do you take Leo to be your lawful wedded husband, to love him, honor him, cherish him, keep him, and take care of him for the rest of your life?
I do.
Thank you, sir.
Stay entertaining, yeah. Hey, we stay entertaining. Hey, we stay entertaining.
Bringing to the stage, guys, our panel of guests.
Oh,
Welcome to the show.
hello.
Hey.
Hello, everyone.
Happy Pride.
Happy Pride.
Yes. So tell the audience a little bit about yourself.
You guys can go first.
No, go ahead.
No.
Go ahead.
We're the Turners. Wellness with Frugal Mama.
Let's start over with our greeting. You're right. Hello, everybody. I'm Tashiria.
I'm Tasha.
And we're the Turners.
Of Turner Talk Podcast. We just celebrated our 2nd year anniversary, June 14th. We have Wellness with Frugal Mama, and then we started a podcast, Turner Talk Podcast, where we interview people we find intriguing, motivating, and or inspiring. Pretty much it. We got 2 boys. Active house, pretty much like that. Put it like that. Very active life. You have anything?
No.
Okay. And the Ranties.
Hey, I'm Tyrone Anthony. Famous is coming late. He had car trouble, so he's on his way. And so I'm Tyrone. This is Famous. And we are the Renties. I have 3 boys. Together we have 1, Sir L, and he has this YouTube channel. I forgot his channel's name. Don't do
It's all right. That's all right.
And mine's is jaggedlittleedge, and he does essential oils and all that stuff. And I just goof around, have a good time. Yeah.
Okay. And you guys know us. I'm Winston.
And I'm Leo.
And we're the House of X. Okay? So we're just here to celebrate, Black love, to celebrate Pride. This is something that we've never seen done on YouTube before. So we wanted just to do it to celebrate love. Okay? That's just what we wanted to do, to celebrate each other, come together and just, celebrate. Yeah. So we was in the Turner Talks podcast, and I was just laughing on that topic. So Tasha and Frugal Mama, let's switch the roles of the table now and put it in our perspective of a relationship.
Okay. So you want?
So how would it be if it was, same sex in that particular role?
So this is from my perspective. People are people. I think you got to click up with someone who I ain't gonna say completes you, because you already should be coming to the table complete. But what happens is, like, I draw off her strength, she draws off my strength, and together we are powerful force. You know what I'm saying? I'm a movement by myself, but we are force together. I don't want nobody that's come to me half stepping. I've never had an appreciation for that. But I tend to say, okay, what are you good at? What am I good at? What are our strengths? And so how can we amplify those and work on the things that we may have some opportunity for growth in? So together, but I feel like, so in our situation, we, two ladies, right?
I think so. Last time I checked.
And so, but we like the typical male things, it just you just eliminate it, and you are able to, like really empower yourself to grow on all of your strengths. Like because in a typical relationship, it's like a traditional relationship. It's like, okay, you do the cooking and you do that. No, what are you good at? And you do that, and then how can I grow from that? And it's just taking away all of the
confusion, everything. I feel.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay.
Did you? I just said from my perspective. I feel like a lot of times you be like, well, I got what happens if like a traditional male role is, oh, you got to take out the trash. Well, what if he not here? Do I let this trash just accumulate, fall over? No, I'm gonna handle my business. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like I was single for so long. What I realized is, I can hold it down, but if I have someone who is coming in and is saying, you know what? I'm good at this. I'm doing, whatever. So now I'm just amplified even more. It's not about, just traditional roles. And we were talking about why it's particularly Black men don't want to date American women. And I'm like, okay, there is I guarantee you is someone in the community who is saying, I don't want to date American women because they're not submissive. And you go to somebody but I say, help your fellow man strengthen themselves so they can be better for the world, for themselves, for everybody, instead of saying, well, just go over there because they, whatever. I don't know.
And my thing is, the gender roles, it's one of those things. I don't even think we have a role. It's just like she said, we know what each other can do and we do it,
Yeah.
Where I'm weak, you're strong. Where you're weak, I'm strong. If I can't do it, you do it. You already know coming in, I didn't know how to fix nothing, but I sure get in there and try, I get in there and try.
Yeah. That's exactly true. That's exactly true because, in our community, especially the Rancies can probably agree with this because, with the men, for instance, they were like, well, who's the woman in the relationship? I said, hello. I said, I might be feminine, honey, but don't get it straight. Don't get it twisted.
Don't get it twisted.
I can pick up a hammer sometimes.
Oh yeah, Watson's really good at all that stuff.
I can pick up a hammer. I can say, okay, don't call the man to fix it. Let me do it. So it's like, I think they because
I got broken refrigerators, call him.
Yeah, they think because one is more masculine and the other one, wears the bag and do the little twitch and the snapping and everything. They think that that's the woman in the relationship. I'm like, honey, so because it's been asked a couple of times, like when we got together, well, who is, in other words, children? Well, there should be no children listening to this live.
Who be asking these questions, Miss Mary?
You know who people asking these questions?
Honey, who is these on two or not?
Okay, so
but does there have to be a masculine and a feminine in a relationship?
Thank you.
Yeah.
No, it don't.
Yeah, but some, and some people are like in our community of LGBTQ, especially for the men relationships, they'll be like, well, who's the one that's doing the poking and the one
top and the bottom?
Yes,
just say top and bottom. Huh?
Yes.
What in the hell? We are grown ass people. It's okay to say top and bottom, honey.
And I was like,
y'all don't know what tops and bottoms are, y'all slow, honey. Okay.
And I was like, is that really serious? For someone,
you gotta comment.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So uniquely, I would say some people are just curious, and some people can be ignorant. Yes, friend. Absolutely.
Is anybody in here going to gay pride? Just to throw it out there.
I've never been to a gay pride. Never.
I went years ago back in my college days. Dallas used to have a huge one. And they would have like parades and stuff, but Lord, I haven't been probably since maybe 2005. Okay. They also had a big deal called Splash out in Houston. It was almost like the gay Freaknik. that I used to go to a few times, and it was huge, but I don't even think they have it anymore. Again, it was back in like 2004, 2005.
I'm kind of anxious, so I don't go to big crowds. I think the last thing I went to was years ago for what is it called, St. Patrick's Day parade. I mean, I don't get out like that. I'll be ready. I'll be too amped up.
Wow. So what about you, Laurentiis? How do you feel when it comes to a relationship and the roles?
I agree with them down there. I don't feel that there should be any roles. Like, you jump in when you jump in, and you balance each other out. When Famous is at his 20, I'd be his 80. And when I'm at my 20, he'd be my 80. And that's just how we do things. There's no gender roles. There's no you do this role. We just don't do those type of roles in our marriage. It's just it's not necessary. And I also have straight couples that some of them women, if you want to go masculine and feminine, some of them women get out there and tear a car up. And, you know, so I don't get why everybody focused on that when it comes to gay relationships.
Yeah.
But even in regular relationships, I know that that's traditional, but like we were saying earlier, nowadays it's so hard to find men that are actually out there doing what they need to do and holding it down. So how is a woman supposed to put all of her faith, especially if you have kids, in this man that you're not even sure, one, if he's going to go to work, or two, that he's going to stay there? Because I mean, you're all over the place, you know? So you got people that's wanting this type of woman, but are you really that type of man? You know?
But I think me personally, I think that there are, because before I got married, I felt like I was a highly qualified individual. I'm no big dummy. I have a long professional career, and I've taken care of myself since I was 19 years old, in all regards. And I feel like I'm a kind, pleasant soul. So I feel like I was a good catch. So, but I ran into a lot of good men, good women, good all of them. It's just about, do we mesh? So, and I think just like you see the outliers in the negative way, you can see outliers in the positive way. But most of us fit in this little bell curve. I go back to the bell curve. Most of us are about the same. And I think I never experienced like that wonder. Like most of the people in my family have very good marriages, and between my side, and I don't think that is presented like the opposite is presented. You know what I'm saying? It's like all it's just negative and negative, 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 but they want you to give up. So that's the negative.
Do you find that in our community are the hardest on wanting not gay relationships to work more than the straight community? Because I find it in the gay community, it's the negative comes in the gay community on when they see a good gay couple trying to make it work on our end. How do you feel about that?
I can go back. We had a lady on, and then she was a relationship couple. A relationships coach, and she was actually in a same-sex marriage. But when we asked her before we even came on, and when we were backstage, we was asking her, with the divorce rate, is it higher in same-sex couples than it was in heterosexual? And she said it's actually higher in heterosexual couples than it is in the same-sex community.
Really?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Wow.
But you see a lot, and you know what, the social economic type of situations for same sex is typically higher than a traditional heterosexual relationships too.
Yeah.
As far as the last statistic that I saw, because I guess sometimes after you have to face some adversity a little bit and have to come into who you are differently than the rest of the world, you have a kind of drive that a lot of people, not a lot of people, some people don't have. You know what I'm saying? Like
Strength that a lot of people don't have because of what you had to go through to get to the point where you are, able to be who you are. So you got different strengths that I think a lot of heterosexual couples would have.
Yeah, yeah. So Uniquely Lavish has a question. He said, who came up with gender roles? Well, I would say, speaking from experience, because my mama was a housewife, and it comes from Caribbean islands. If you are a Caribbean descent, you're used to your mother being the housewife and your father going to, work or whatever. Also, it comes from like the Bible, the days of Moses and Sarah, and all the different type of stuff where they the you know their husbands would go and work and then they would stay home with the kids. Yeah.
In my household, my mom was the type of woman like she didn't depend on my dad to do and wait for him to do. She just took charge and did it. So she, and not that I'm not saying she played the masculine role. She was just a strong black woman.
Mhm.
So so she didn't. I didn't see that in my house where there were roles and gender playing. And that my mom jumped in when she needed to. My dad jumped in when he needed to. So I didn't grow up in the house with that. So I always carry that into my relationship. You just, yeah.
And that's how it was with my mom and my dad. There was no, like you say, my mom get out there and mow the lawn. My mom get out there and worked every day. I'm talking about hard. Now my great grandmother, she pretty much stayed at home. My great grandfather worked, but on my dad's side, my grandmother stayed at home and he worked. But like I say, my mom she's still out there. She go and she's a go-getter. And I think that's where I got that mentality from her.
Yeah. If you want to be 100, but I got most of my get up and go from my mother.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. We try not to have defined gender roles to teach our kids gender roles. It takes both of us to make things work. Amen.
Yep. And in this day and time, it takes two people to work, unless you just multi-millionaire.
Okay. But definitely 50-50.
Say that again.
Amen. Hey, Miss Lisa, welcome in. And we want to say thank you to Love and Live Show for the super chat.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Love and Live Show. You are in the pool. All right.
They just gave you a super chat. You pushing her in the pool, girl?
She's in the pool. She's been in the pool the whole week. She's on vacation.
Oh, yeah, she is in vacation.
Yeah. So what is your take on it, Leo? Do you believe in gender roles?
No. I only grew up with one parent, so I didn't see that.
Okay.
My answer would be like Mr. Rancy's up there. Like, my mother did everything.
Okay.
Shout out to the mamas, baby. Yeah. OWN.
Yeah.
And shout out to the fathers too. You know what I'm saying? Even if they present or not, we couldn't have life if it wasn't for.
Hey, Shonda.
That DNA.
Shonda.
Okay.
Yes. Hey, Shonda, how you doing? Okay. So, yeah. I don't believe in gender's role. I believe in everybody doing their part when it comes to a relationship. Yeah.
But everybody was given, what's her name? What's the girl that's married to Dwayne Wade? Gabrielle Union. Everybody was giving her, this hard time because she said we 50-50. I mean, what works in your household works in your household.
Yeah.
Nobody's in that household but you. So who's to say that she's wrong or she's right? I like it. Like, I don't need nobody to take care of me. We doing it together.
Yeah.
He came out and said the reason she started doing that is because I said, you living up in my house. That's where it becomes a problem when somebody is totally taking care of somebody, because it's the person that's providing it. They're on this, it's mine. I did this. I do this. I go to work every day. And you know what I'm saying? So there is a lot of confusion starts out there, I feel.
Yeah.
That's my opinion.
Yeah, it does.
No, you're absolutely right.
It does.
I disagree, because if I decide that I don't want to work, I'm still
But that's not the type of person I am. I still say it.
I gotta manage everything.
And she does,
I need a management salary.
She said if I die tomorrow, how do you pay the water? Where's the water bill go?
Exactly.
I said they gonna send a bill and I'll find out then. When the bill comes, you know what I'm saying?
Is it email or U.S. Post?
No, there's something that come in the mail.
There's something that comes in the mail.
I already know that she was reckless with money, so I say, no.
Hey, I didn't have any kids. I was single, you know, so it was just what my grandma would say, do you still got all them Amazon boxes? I say, no, I don't get that much Amazon now. You know, I don't get that much Amazon now. But you know, it feels good. Like I said, we have our strengths. That's her strength. Making sure you on budget every dime. She asked me, we do allowance thing, and we get this allowance, and by Wednesday, all my allowance gone. And she said, well, what did you spend it on?
Exactly.
You know, and she got 4 weeks of allowance all saved up. And I'm going to, can I hold $20 till I get my other allowance? You know what I'm saying?
My money back.
And then she be handling it. It's Friday, where my 20? Like, are you serious?
Oh, sugar, yes. Hey, David. David said, did you marry for... David said, did you marry for sex or the friendship and companionship? And do you want to have children? Oh, that is an amazing statement and question. That's amazing.
Okay. Ooh, I guess he
wow.
David Smith.
That's amazing. All right, David.
He just went all in. You didn't say how we doing.
Yes. I would.
Well, who is it for? Because everybody up there got children.
That's what I was asking. Who is it for?
I would say we married for friendship and that's what it's companionship. Yeah. Ooh, Favorite said married for money. Woo.
Not you married for money, honey.
Yeah. Yes. Welcome in.
But some people do get married because they're up there in age and they don't want to be alone either.
Hey, Key West. Hey, welcome in.
So, Renties, what did y'all marry for?
Love. Because without the love and the companionship,
you don't have anything.
The sex is whack. If you don't have the love, if you don't have all that before that, the sex is whack.
Amen.
So
I'm not a physical sexual person. Like, oh, they look good, let me go sleep with them. That does absolutely nothing for me, and it never has. You know.
Yeah. Like when we got together, I think Leo had told me. He said, you have to let me do something. You're so independent.
I don't remember saying that.
Well,
that's because we both Leos.
Yeah.
But Watson, like, even when we work together, doing this or doing other stuff in drag or whatever, Watson wants to do everybody else's job. And I'm like, Watson, you can't do my job. I have to do my job. So he likes to do everything. Yeah, so sometimes I just wants to go ahead.
Yeah. So
even with the comic book that's coming out, Watson wants to do this, and it's like, Watson, I already have the storyline. He's like, no, I want my character to say this, and he's like, that, and your character needs to say this at this time. And I'm like, okay, well, go ahead, Miss Mary.
Yeah, because listen, I was used to Wellness and Tasha in other relationships. I was always the one that was in charge. So, and I was always the one doing stuff. So when Leo came along, he was like, I don't want you to spend, I don't want you to get no more bills. I don't want you to get cable. I don't want you to add nothing
I like
to our bills.
So when we first met, he wanted to get cable, and I was like, well, Watson,
so
I'm not about to add some bill I know I can't even pay for. Like, we're not about to do that. We're not about to be adding bills just to be adding bills.
So wait, if the Wellness will understand this, so I'm like, wait, he's telling me what to do? I was like, wait a minute. Hello, this is unbelievable. I was like, wait, he's telling me what to do? So it's
even with money, Watson will be like, we're not spending it. Like, he has a double hand, I call it. Sometimes he'll spend over it, and sometimes he won't spend, and then he'll tell me what to do with my money. And I'm like, Watson, this is my money. Why are you telling me what to do with my money?
I think they're cloned from each other because that's how it is. I was trying to get a little small lunchbox. She's like, well, you got one at the house, but it's big, but it don't matter. It's a small little lunchbox.
Because we are trying to declutter, and you buy that's probably the third lunchbox. And
okay, what about those pictures that's on the wall right there?
And they enhance the room, and they up. That's last lunchbox still in the what's name? The one that I told you need to wash out and go ahead and take that on with you because they help put your water in there. You freeze your water, help keep stuff cold. We don't need that. That's gonna be sitting around like the whatever, or it'll come up missing like the boys.
And I like
lose lunch kids like the boys. Oh my!
I like flip flops. Everywhere I go, I get a pair of flip flops, and she got a problem with my flip flops. But yet still, she'll go get 19 pair of shoes, all different
I
colors.
got 19 pair of shoes a year ago, and I'll keep them 19 pair of shoes. Period.
But the shoes I
quality
got came.
shoes, and I don't need no more.
But
them no.
Okay, these came from Temu. They was like $5 and $6. The little ugly.
And there's nowhere to put them. We already have.
Oh, sugar.
Not nowhere to put them.
No, sugar.
That's like Watson. Watson has a lot of shoes, and then he wants to buy some more. And then when I want to buy glasses, he's looking at me like I'm crazy.
Wait a
And
minute.
I'm like, Watson, you
I
got
want to
more
buy
shoes
glasses. She
than
won't let me buy
glasses.
glasses.
Keep it cute. Wait a minute. Keep it cute. You take up a whole shelf. Listen, he take up a whole shelf with his glasses, his do-rags.
I like everything organized, so it has to be on the shelf.
But
And sometimes it has to be color coordinated.
I would say, in my defense, I take up a whole bottom of the closet with all of my shoes.
Yeah, he loves shoes.
So yeah.
Cherry.
And I like glasses. I feel that you need glasses to go with everything you wear, just like my wedding rings. I have several wedding rings because if I'm wearing black earrings, I need black wedding band. If I'm wearing silver earrings, like today, I got silver wedding band. And that's how I feel. You need to coordinate.
But you need to keep up with it. Have you seen my if you had one, I guarantee you keep up with it.
Yeah. Okay. So Dave Smith said, do you want children and to take to Disney World? Oh, okay, Dave Smith, in our defense, me and Leo's life is too busy for children. So I don't
know if everybody else is taking their children to Disney World.
No, because we hadn't been to Disney World.
Man, we had an opportunity to go to Disney World, and I was like, man,
that's what she said. She said, for that amount of money, you can go do X, Y, Z. I was like,
listen, Disney World, you're gonna have to donate some plasma.
Yeah, when we get some Disney money, we'll go.
Yeah. Okay, so Keith West said, mentally and spiritually is the best way. But I'm single, so I'm not really qualified to say how relationships would be, but I can influence on envision on it. Okay, cool. All right. Welcome in, Tea Time. How you doing? Welcome in. Watson would be a good soccer mom. I do have a motherly spirit, but yeah.
Did you see that comment from Tea Time? She say, sounds like me. I spend my money, then look over like we need this.
Build your relationship the way it works out for you. Right, Love and Live. Leah, you okay? Yeah. Okay, so we got Famous on the camera, guys. This is Famous, rootednessntialoils.
Oh, hello.
Hello.
For you all out there, I am a male. I am not a female.
Yeah.
A lot of people think I'm a female because they don't see my picture. So I just want to show you I am a male.
He better be.
So, Famous, go ahead and tell the audience about your channel, about you.
So a little bit about me. My name is Famous. That is my real name. Fun fact, my mom's name is Faye, so she named me Famous, and it's spelled Faymous. So it's a little different. My channel is all about plant-based products and just living a healthier lifestyle without the chemicals and the toxins. So I promote, I educate, and sell plant-based products. So that's what I'm all about, and I just share it with people. Today I just had an event, and I went live, and then I left the keys in the car, and my car did not start. So that's why I'm just now showing up.
Wow.
Welcome.
Oh, sugar. Oh my gosh.
He didn't tell me that part.
Okay.
My car one time. He didn't tell me he left his keys in the car.
Y'all have someone famous on screen.
Yes, you do. How you can say you've met a famous person?
Yes, yes.
Let me tell y'all, when we first met and he kept telling me his name was famous, I said, boy, please, don't come in. So he had to show me his ID because I was like, don't come here with that.
Okay.
Give me your real name, your real government name.
This is my government.
How did you all meet?
Oh.
So we met through Facebook. We were Facebook friends for probably like 10 years. And we just always been friends. And then I would always reach out to him and just be like, hey, can we meet? Can we go on a date? And it never happened. And when he said we would go on a date, it still didn't happen. So he finally agreed to meet with me face to face, and we just hit it off from there. And it was at his client's house.
Oh, the client house.
Because when I first arrived to the house, it was a mansion. It's huge.
He thought he hit the jackpot. That's all.
Yes.
But it was his client's house, so he did tell me that, and we just talked all night, and we just hit it off from there.
And the reason why it took so long, you see how young he looks now. Back then, he looked like he was 15, 16 years old, and I was not going to jail for anybody. So that was it. Yeah.
So there was no facial hair. There was none of that at that time. And I was probably looking like I was 18 when I was like 20 something. Probably like 24, 25.
When you met, you was 29. You just turned.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you, Elijah.
Thank you, Elijah. Okay. And so the turn is, how did you guys meet?
Well, we have
Go ahead. Yeah.
we have a show we have the Turner Reality and Reaction. We tell the story at our reception, but we dated like 10 years ago for like a month. I end up going overseas. I got married to somebody else. She had kids, but I would always kind of stalk her a little bit throughout those 9 years of separation. So I would kind of stalk, you know. So I got divorced. I moved back to Texas, and this was in October. And I had sent her a message because I never had Facebook or anything. So I just made up one real quick and sent her a message, but she never responded. In the January of the following year, I said, well, let me make a real one. Put my face on there, sent her another message, still no response. So I seen her one in May. I had seen her on her live. After her live, I sent another message. So she still didn't respond, far as I know. But I was coming, my divorce was final that April. So I was coming to Dallas with some friends of mine, and I was going to have a hot girls weekend. I think it was, I'll be coming here for what? I'm not here for a long time. I'm just here for a good time. That was my weekend, this whole weekend. So I'm laying in the hotel room waiting for my friends and stuff to make it here. So I see on Messenger, they have, do you know? I didn't even know they had a spam on Messenger, but they did. They had, do you know? And she had responded, and she said, hey, how are you? Blah, blah, blah. So I was like, yeah, I'm not going to text you and wait 6 more months for you to respond, maybe. So I ended up calling her on that chat thing. So we talked and talked and talked. And from then on, we've been inseparable. Literally. Inseparable. Right. We, a month after we got back together, we ended up getting married. And there you go.
But we do recommend that people take their time to get to know one another.
T-Sun said, ain't nothing wrong with a little stalking.
There you go. There's nothing wrong with it. It's persistent. I don't like to use the word stalking. I was persistent.
Yes.
If it started making you feel weird, then you probably stalking. It was almost at the point where I was feeling weird. So I guess it would be a little stalking.
Yeah. Well,
you had your eye on the prize.
There you go. And the thing about it is, if you want something, you go and get it.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I knew if she talked to me, it was gonna be a done deal. I could cash the check.
I love when you know your name.
I wrote the check and cashed. I already had the check at the bank. There you go.
Yeah.
I love it.
You want to our version of the
Go
story?
ahead, Miss Mary.
You gotta start it because I have to. Well, I always tell the backwards version. So you
Go
tell.
ahead. Watson was stalking me.
I was not.
Stalking me down for many, many years.
I was not.
But we met on MySpace. This is about like 2010.
Yeah.
That's how we met. He was in my DMs.
Oh, sugar.
Them DMs get you every time. Hey, if y'all looking to get somebody, go in their DMs.
Please don't take no advice.
Go in their DMs and tell them what y'all gonna do, and they gonna do it.
Yes. So that
I
was.
didn't really think that she would have had the same opportunity because I was like, I had just prayed and I had started trying to call myself manifesting. I was gonna manifest myself a partner. Because I stopped saying husband.
She stopped being specific.
And I been more specific, God. But I said, nah. I said, because I just want somebody who is going to give their all, to be determined, to have some ambition, to know how to love, don't have all this baggage and stuff, and then and stop asking me what you want to eat. Make a decision, be definitive. I don't like all that old, around. I want somebody direct. I don't like all that, and I don't really like talking to people. So I want somebody to have a personality so we can still get what we need to get done. Because that's not one. I don't like people. So, and I told you I got to look people that's deep. So. And she all over the place. This is Miss Social. This is my family called her talking about your cousin called. I'm like, what? Don't nobody call me. They go right to Tasha. My auntie called. Yeah, we have something. I was like, ain't no group chat. They just email you directly with me, but everything. So I was praying. I was like, when she came for that weekend, I'm gonna blow out. And she was like, yeah, I'm gonna be over there. So and so. I was like, oh, that's what you. You let me know. I was like, oh, that's cute. I don't want nobody, I don't like that. Just you need to be, But anyway.
And then I told her we was gonna get married. She said, "Are you sure?" No, just let them see that. Let them see that soft side of it. Let them see all this soft side. She said, "Yeah," but she wasn't specific, and God said, "Here she is."
Yes, exactly. So then we lost contact on MySpace, and then we reconnected on Facebook because
Wait, hold on. Let me just jump in.
Mm-hmm.
I think
Aaliyah, you had your chance.
No, okay. So what I think happened is because I had just won a pageant, so my profile said Mr. Gay, New Jersey, whatever my name was at the time, and I think MySpace was pushing me because I was on a lot of flyers doing shows. So I think that's how he came across my page. But go ahead.
Yeah. So then,
now what said he could DM me? I have no idea. That takes lots of courage with Mary.
Oh, shut up. So
and
then,
Watson's picture, he had orange hair. So Watson was looking all type of crazy.
Yeah.
All type of crazy. I was like, who is this in my DMs with orange hair?
Back then I had dyed my hair. It was like a honey blonde or something.
Oh, you ain't lying. Honey blonde, honey.
It was like a honey blonde. And then I was going through my phase of, being gay. I used to wear the heels, the halter tops. I was going through my phase.
It's right up there with Mother Pearl.
Yeah. So I was going through my phase back then. So then we lost contact, and then.
But I just want to jump in and say, at the time that he was in my DMs, I was only being nice to Watson because I wanted him to come to the show. Because when people, I'm doing shows, everybody come, because they tip you. Okay. I need my coin, honey. Okay.
Yeah. So, so we lost contact, and then
because he stopped writing.
Yeah, we lost contact, and then we reconnected again on Facebook.
Wrong. Try again.
Yeah, we reconnected on Facebook. Oh no,
Miss Mary, really? You don't see me a couple of times before we got to Facebook.
I did. So I went to one of the shows that
he went to a drag show, and Watson totally curved me.
In his remembrance, he said, "Well, I saw you. I was coming to say hi, But
I was performing, and he had somebody with him, and they were really, really big. So they were blocking me getting around so I could collect most of my points. So I had tapped Austin as I was coming around to say hi. You know what I mean? So my number's over. I run to the back to change. So I'm like, oh, that's the guy from MySpace. Let me go say hi. I run to the front, and Watson's already gone. So I'm gagging because I'm like, wait, I know there was somebody just standing over here, a whole bunch of people. Like, where did everybody go? And the show had just started thinking I was like the third person out there, the second person out there.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, where did Watson go?
So then after that, this was years.
10 years ago, he wound up stalking me again and finding me on Facebook.
Yeah. So then we found each other again on Facebook.
I think by that time it was like 4 years later.
Yeah, 4 years later.
Mm-hmm. Back
that
in the
Facebook
DM.
got a whole bunch of people back together.
Yeah. Yeah, so
I just thought it was funny how we kept passing each other in life. I was like,
Facebook the link. If y'all looking to get with somebody, hit Facebook. Wear them down.
Yeah, so it was Facebook, and then after that, then
we started talking.
Yeah.
I started flirting, and then I quit my job to spend the rest of my life with Watson.
Yeah. Hold on 1 second. We got questions. Hey, Miss Janice, welcome
questions.
in. Okay, so we have a question from Mike and Rihanna Adventures. Do you guys face a lot of backlash since you are same sex, or do people embrace you for who you are? Okay, who wants to go first?
I want to say it's a little bit of both, if you ask me.
Definitely a little bit of both. I would say some people accept me at work. I don't hide the fact that I'm married to my husband. There's a whole picture of us in the office. And if you don't know, I'm a chef. So in my office, I have a picture of my family, a picture of the news clippings of our son and us adopting. And when I get new people coming in, they will question me like, hey, what is that? And I'll tell them I'm straight up with it. I have no shame in my game when it comes to my family and my husband and who I am.
Yeah. Oh, something. I think they had a call or something that just came in.
Yeah.
Okay. Hello, you guys back?
We're back.
Okay.
But yeah, I have no shame in my game, and I definitely get backlash from probably some family members. They don't really talk to me because of who I am and what I'm about, and that's fine. I try not to pay attention to it, but it is hurtful.
For me, I can care less what you think about
That's
me.
where I'm at.
I can care less. Either you're on board or you're out. This is that simple with me.
Mm-hmm.
Family, friends, children, loved ones, whoever. If you're not on board, I can't be around you because you're not going to bring that energy around me. I love who I am. I love who God created me to be. And that's as simple as that.
Absolutely.
And I'm not here trying to please anybody but myself.
There you go. That part.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say we've had, but I think it's different with men and women. Far as it's a big difference. It's a little bit more. I wouldn't say acceptable, but it's little bit more tolerated when it comes to women versus when it comes to men. Because I'm
so glad you touched on that. I wanted to ask you guys that, but I didn't know how you guys were going to react to that. So thank you for answering that.
Yeah, because I was I can't remember who I was talking to, but I was talking to somebody, and I've been, out for a number of years, probably since my college years back, years and years ago. But during that time, even to today, I have never been, I guess, charged up or had anybody to attack me far as my sexuality. But like I tell people, you get to know Tasha before you get to know my lifestyle. Because I don't approach you as, oh, I'm gay, and by the way, my name is Tasha. I'm Tasha. It's who I am. I don't try to force my beliefs on you. I don't try to force my lifestyle on you. But this is who I am. And like I was telling her, matters what you think. You're not doing anything for me. You're not doing anything for me. So I don't care what you think. Because I lived my life so many years back when I was, younger, trying to be what people wanted me to be, date who people wanted me to date. And the only person that was miserable during that time was me. So now I'm to be who I am, and it feels good. And I refuse to go back to being in hiding.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And me personally, I'm all over the board. I think, you know, I could have very well much dated, or married a man if it was the similar qualities. Because I look for quality. I think when you just focus on, but you know, people don't like what they like. But when you just focus on looks or this, they got a lot of money, they treat me, but what about your character? Like at the end of the day, like when she's, you know, some things that there were some things that I knew that she really cared. Like you talking about, okay, if something happens to me, how will your life be affected? You know, those type of things. You know, somebody that really cares out, you know, more deeply. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I wish the straight community would quit leading with homosexuality is just a smarter part of who we are. Like we so much more before you even get to the sexuality part of us. Like you guys are somebody's daughter, aunt. You know, it's so much. You know, before, but they jump right into the bedroom, and forget that we are more than just that. That's just a small part of who we are.
Yeah.
We were in Houston for spring break, and we take the boys down to eat breakfast every morning. And a lady approached me. She said, "I've been watching y'all." She said, "And you know, y'all are not the traditional couple, but I watch how the kids are, you know, behaved, how y'all interact, everything y'all do. I watch that." She said, "And y'all have given, you know, your community a actual positive sign. Like people just come up and start talking to us because the way we carry ourselves. I think the way you carry yourself, whether you're homosexual or heterosexual, has a lot to do with how people perceive you and how people take you."
Amen. Amen. Yeah. Amen. For us, well, of course, I'm from a Caribbean family, so that was zero tolerance. My mother was cool with it. Other side of the family, hell no. For Leo, I think it was
up and down.
Yeah.
It was you know.
But you know, living in New York City, depending on which borough that you're in or what area that you're in, you're always going to get, you know, those words. But we don't. If we let it fly and we keep walking.
I done heard Leo let some folks have it on some live streams.
Yeah.
Okay, but yeah, I know sometimes you can, and sometimes things need to be addressed.
Yeah. When we came to,
I know Watson says I'm more emotional than him, but I think Watson's more emotional than I. But it might be equal. Like somebody would have to view it for themselves. I think I just take certain things seriously, so that's when I speak. Like friendship, I take very seriously. So it's like, okay, if you've done something to step on my toe, I'll let it go the first time, and then I was like, now you're stepping on my toe again. Now I got to say something, and now I got to say something you don't like because you done stepped on my toe and you playing. You know what I mean?
That's how I am. I don't hold my tongue. Whatever I feel like coming out is coming out.
Yeah.
Yes, indeed.
When we was in Florida, we had a homeless guy, and I was like, "You got more things to worry about." I said, "You find yourself a roof over your head before you call us any names, sir."
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. But
I was going to say, I appreciate you inviting us on because it used to be like a negative stigma associated with pride in the gay community, and I think I'm just very grateful that despite everything, all the turmoil in the world, because like women are losing their rights, and now it's like, okay, love is love, and it's so. Yeah, because sometimes it's like, okay, are we trying to be included or excluded? No, we just want to have the right to be who we are in peace. And you know what I'm saying? And I think that when you see people protesting on corners saying, you know, what did that sign say? It's like it was
everybody
like,
always
you
want to
take your time to do that.
everybody want to put God in it, and that's the first thing they want to say. But what are you doing that ain't God like? That's my question.
But at the same
Yeah.
time,
Okay.
and then I'm just gonna say this, and I'm gonna be done. But that's like when people go and say about abortion, and then they up there throwing stuff at somebody. You saying you shouldn't kill this life, but you trying to target this person and attack them. Like, that's right. So I'm not saying two more wrongs to make a right, but doggone, have some respect and kindness and humanity. And I'm glad that it is, celebrated more, that we should love each other. Period. Ourselves and each other.
Absolutely.
Okay, do y'all love yourselves or not?
No.
There you go.
Period.
There you go.
Yeah.
And I think that's what it is a lot of times. People don't love themselves, so it's easier to take that self-hate on somebody else. Oh, look at you. This is what you do. Why are you even worried about it? Like, live your life.
Yeah, absolutely. We have a question from David. He said, the question that I wanted to know is, did Watson and Leo ever slow dance together? We did. We
dance in the house all the time.
We dance in the house all the time. And actually, when we went on our first cruise, we were not scared to show our love for each other. We didn't care about who looked at us, who smiled. We danced on the Lido together. We hold hands. Yeah. We kissed on the ship.
Okay.
So that was that first one.
I probably grabbed Watson's hand a couple of times because I was probably just nervous because we were just like somewhere I had never been before. So I'm like, okay, let me just hold on to my husband so I don't get lost. Nobody says nothing to me. Like, I'm with somebody. Anything happen and we together. Yeah, we're gonna go off together.
That part.
Period.
That part.
Yeah. But we dance together all the time in the house.
Yeah, when I won the dance award, the first person I grabbed was Austin. Because they were, I think, taking me to offer me a drink. And I was like, it was like, what, the third drink? I was like, did we just drink? Yeah. And it's like, yeah, you want a free drink. I was like, well, come on, Austin.
I love y'all on the panel. Everyone up there is so loving. Treat me with lots of love. Yes, you are in the pool. You are in the pool. Leo and Watson is in the balcony club. We like balconies, but it also, it goes with our budget. Depending on what's in our budget, then we either would get a balcony or the one that we're going on in March, we're getting the interior. But it's the interior spa cabin. Yeah. Yeah.
Balconies were, they're cute, but they're costly after a while.
Yeah. So that's basically it, and I think we wanted to do this because there's not a lot of LGBTQ on YouTube that actually show the unity on YouTube, especially, and we all as LGBTQ should stick together, support each other, stick together, bring the unity because,
you have to.
It's one big family.
Especially on social media.
Yeah.
It's funny how, like she said, she, could date either a man or a woman, but most of her female friends are lesbian. No, I'm not saying most, but she got several female gay friends, right? But me, I have no. Do I have any gay friends?
Yes.
Who
did my makeup?
Yeah, but she just really now came and said she was. Like, I never, the girl that she brought, like, seriously. No, that's what I'm saying. That's the first one I've ever seen. I never really seen her with, but like, I don't have any, like, how people say, oh, well, you have gay friends. No, I don't have any. I'm not that I don't like it, like gay people. I just don't have any gay friends. All my friends are heterosexual. And people are like, that's weird. How is that weird? Just because I live a lifestyle don't mean I only have to associate with that lifestyle.
Yeah. Because to be honest, sometimes our community can be a little too messy.
Yes, that part.
They can be very dramatic too.
Yeah, they can be very dramatic because I kid you not, the minute me and Leo got together and we got some of my
friends at the time,
I had to stop being friends with them.
Hallelujah, amen.
Because they didn't understand when you're married, you're no longer single. When you're married, there's certain things that you cannot do. There's certain things that you have to do now because you're married. And they did not understand. And it's
well,
like
you can do them, but when you get married,
Yeah.
you've grown.
Yeah.
Because you know what you want in life. So
Yeah.
there's no more clubbing if you don't want to do that. You
So-
know, there's no more staying out late.
Yeah.
Picking up the phone. Like, listen, I'm married.
Yeah.
You don't need to be calling me.
So it's like they kept living in the past. Oh, I remember, girl, when you used to drop it down low in the club,
Ooh, not dropping
and
down low.
you
honey.
used to take it back, and all this. I'm like, girl, that's the past.
Not you out there
tense.
jiggling, honey.
You know, so it's like,
Well, Watson, we seen you wind it up on the video.
Okay, and then taking my bed. Hey,
Okay, he was out there making them coins.
well, that was you know, so
I was shocked too. I was like, Watson, you didn't say you were gonna do all that in the number.
it was.
I had to grab my pearls. I said, "What is Watson doing?"
It was for pride.
And then Watson is like, he sucks with zippers. So I'm watching the video going, please don't break my vest. Please don't break my vest. And Watson's just zipping it up, zipping it up. I said, this is gonna pop. I know it's gonna pop. And he came home and it still worked. I was like, thank you, Jesus. And I was like, Watson, why did you keep doing that? I was like, it could have broke, and then you know what I mean?
Watson be twerking. Watson be twerking with it. Oh, sugar. No. Yes. Dark
So that's how you get the
said,
men, honey. Huh?
our community can be very judgmental. Yes, Dark Theme. Yes.
But to play devil's advocate, because I'm always trying to.
Devil's advocate.
I think that in any community, there's some drama. Because you see in these YouTube streets, these folks just be like to argue. They everybody want to be right. Don't nobody want to be wrong.
And I'm one of them. I like to be right.
Exactly. And you
Ain't gonna be right. Be wrong in 2 left shoes, but I'm gonna be right.
I just think, I think it's just amplified because folks only gonna show what they want. They only going to, like, the media is only gonna play that up more. I'm like you say, we need to see more of this. You know, we getting along, we unified, we ain't beefing, we ain't doing all that. Cause what's the need? Because the more I grow, the more I want my people in my tribe to grow. You know, like I was putting on some perfume. I said, I'm finna spray this on my shirt because it's essential oil. Say that stuff got chemicals in it. I said, we ain't buying no, because she already used some kind of oil. But I said, I want to get on that because when we went to have IVF, they was like, don't wear no deodorant, don't wear no perfume, don't brush your teeth, don't do nothing. Just come here all natural because that affects your eggs. And I was like, well, we shouldn't be doing this every day. And so I was like digging, what you was giving. I'm like, okay, which one is best for me? Let me start out with one that I know that works. I use rosemary and stuff like that to repel mosquitoes and stuff like that. But I love that, what you're doing, and amplify that. That's why I be like, let me share this out. This is what we should be sharing instead of this drama and all this mess. Tasha K, Cardi B, this, that. Who cares about them people? Them people don't even care. They don't even know you exist.
And then they don't even know the true story because they ain't there. They get what the news is portraying.
Amen. I agree. If you messy, you messy. Period. Yeah, because because there's not. Like when we first started YouTube separately as Yo, it's your boy Leo and Juan.
Yeah, there was a lot of people that thought we were brothers.
There was a lot of people thought we were brothers, we were roommates, and I'm like,
I was like, no, that's my husband. We're gay.
I was like,
and they was like, oh, we didn't know. It's like it's all good.
Did it affect y'all numbers once people found out that you all were together?
No, it seemed like we got more members. Like people just loved the energy that we gave. Yeah, and I had to get used to the compliments as we we're doing this more and more. Because, when people compliment you, sometimes you don't hear it correctly. It's like, okay, exactly what do you compliment me on?
And I think because we were so unapologetic and we were so living in our truth, we actually help people to live in their own truth.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do.
There you go.
Yeah,
I think that's the key when you live in your truth. Like, can't nobody mess with you. When you live in your truth, can't nobody dim that. Can't nobody dim that. Yeah.
Yeah, so I was like, how did they not know? Because Leo's first video
was the wedding video. I was like, let me let them know I'm married. So then, but by the time the channel picks up, they don't go back to watch the old videos.
Let's go to you, Wellness with Frugalmama. Because you.
I want to hang out with y'all.
Okay.
Let me question you. Because nobody ever thought that you were of this type.
Oh, honey, wait a minute. Yo, it was a gagger for me when I saw the Turner reacts. Because all this time, I'm going to the channel, I'm saying she's a married woman with a husband. You never see the husband.
Yeah, she didn't even say nothing about her lifestyle. I was like, wait a minute.
When she
it took how many months to realize she was in the same lifestyle?
And then when she came with the Turner reacts, I went straight to the wedding video. First of all, caught me with the colors because
Boston binge watched.
First of all, caught me was the colors because I'm like, oh, Leo, she got the same colors. Come look at it. And I'm in the thing.
When he told me, I was like, wait, who?
I said, wait, Leo, she's the same lifestyle as the girl. She's married.
I said, oh.
I was like, wait.
You gotta work with Mary.
I said, honey, she know how to keep a secret. I said, wait, she know how to keep a secret. So then when we went live, I said, wait, somebody blocked that person. God, that look like a troll.
What's up, here, yeah.
Where
are you, Tracy Brown? Who's Tracy?
I don't know who that is.
The person trolling.
Yeah. So then when she came in the chat one time, I said, wellness, honey, we family. I said, we really, really family.
So basically, I don't really put my personal life out too much, even though I'm like my Facebook or whatever. I used to, like when I first had my first son, you excited, you share a lot of pictures, then that kind of dwindled down when they start walking and talking and be like, oh Lord, my nerves done got bad. But I just decided I wanted to really kind of keep it separate because if you allow people in, then that's you, and they can get in because just like you probably have a little altercation or whatever, we mad at each other, and then if I go share this with this person or the other, then they still hold on to it. I don't let it go because that's what's gonna happen. But I just don't. I feel I wanted to just put I was on a mission. I was on a mission to get healthier. Shoot, I was debilitated. I have so many spinal issues. Like I probably wouldn't even be walking there if I hadn't lost that 70 pounds. So I want to inspire, motivate, and encourage
just
other
push
people.
you on around.
Oh, Lord.
Just been pushing you around.
Oh my gosh, she's such a good caretaker.
I have been just washing you up. Turn over, baby. Let me put this lamp on you.
I already told you, put your coins to the side because if you need that type of care when you get older, I ain't gonna be the one that's gonna be able to do it. Because I'm changing baby diapers. I'll be like, oh Lord, well, we need the help. Come help, baby. Better save that 401k, 201c, or whatever else they got, because I am not gonna be able to do it. We have to make a little room for your mama to come help. She be 80,000 years old. At that time, like when I first started 3 years ago, because like I was dating, but it wasn't nothing serious, so I don't feel like I need to put it out there.
You don't put nothing that serious. This was serious, so
but I still didn't put anything out there. I didn't even change my status on Facebook because people be nosy and people will try to put spells on you and all kind of stuff. Listen, I had to rebuke the devil in the name of Jesus a couple of times before I had to put that out there because you're not finna do that to put it on me. You know what I'm saying? Because people hateful. You know what I'm saying? They would say, oh, I hope that stuff don't work. And then that could just be energy out into the universe, fighting against us, trying to make something happen.
So what made you say screw it?
Because you was getting on my nerves. You be like, oh, because you start tagging stuff to me. I'm like, you didn't see my tag. I couldn't see that because I go in spam.
Since you ain't doing it, let me help you out because it's taking you too long. Let me go to get it.
And then I talked to Miss Jean, the minister we had on Turn to Talk podcast, and she's like, okay, what difference does it? What difference does it? I said, it don't make no difference. I just don't. I'm like, it's irrelevant to what I'm trying to do. You know what I mean? But apparently, if it makes you, and that's not the point.
I know it's not the point, but it's entertainment. I'm entertainment.
I think we have a question from Mike and Rihanna Adventures. This is for the Turners and the Ranties. Question: Doesn't your kids get bullied because you're LGBTQ?
They have children longer than us.
We haven't experienced that.
We haven't experienced like even Sir being in preschool. On Valentine's Day, they make Valentine cards for dad and daddy. The school was very accepting. With my first, because I was married before, I was in a straight relationship.
Oh no.
So I got to my oldest boys, they didn't get to experience that because I was with their mother. So this is the first time with us having little one. And I'm concerned about that. To be honest with you, I don't know. And I don't think it's going to be the kids. I think it's going to be the parents.
But the kids are going to learn it from the parents.
Yeah. And so I'm worried about little one. He's start kindergarten this year. And then I'm a nervous wreck about that. Like, is he going to be bullied and that? So we're going to give it a try. And if it gets too bad, he will be homeschooled.
But I do feel like times are changing. So I do feel a little bit of that, like my husband. But I also feel like it's more accepting now that parents have or children have different family looks, whether that's two dads or two moms. It's just different now, and it's more a little more accepting. I mean, we're not out of the clear. We're gonna experience something, and so is our son. He's gonna experience things, but we are going to equip him with what we know, and we're going to let him know how to handle those situations.
And our main goal is just to love him out loud so he's comfortable in his skin and he knows who he is and he knows who his parents are.
Yep.
Yeah. Absolutely. Dark Theme says ignorant parents pass the view onto the children, unfortunately. Right, Dark Theme, right. And Sir L is such a bundle of joy. However, I was a little heartbroken because he loved Leo more than me first. When we got to the points and stuff.
Watson is so dramatic.
So shady. Like, he does everybody like that. Like, he is so shady. So don't pay him no attention.
Yeah. So then eventually he warmed up to me and I was like, oh, you okay. Yeah.
Watson, you were showing your feelings on that cruise. I was like, Watson, don't do that. You were in your feelings about that. I was like, Watson, he's gonna come around and you watch. And then he did.
Yeah, he did. Welcome in. We got
Wattson's like that with everybody. Adults too.
Welcome in. We got Cooking with the Catrons in the building. Welcome in. And we have the one in the building. Shout out to the one. Also, guys, make sure if you are new to the live stream or you are new here, just put
shout out to the Pisces.
Yes, hashtag HOX in the chat. And also make sure you connect with all the channels that's on the platform right now. The links are in the description. We're just here talking about our love for each other. Leo and I also will be celebrating 8 years on Monday, so yes. So, oh, by the way, Rancy, tell us about the shirts that you guys have on. You got to put hashtag Turner Family. Hashtag HOX.
Yes, if you want your link drop, just put hashtag and an HOX.
Yes.
It's we have the skincare coming out, baking goods, clothing thing, and it's called Root Boy 303. And it's Root Boy 303 that's outside the box, so it's gender fluid. So it's a guy with lipstick on, so anybody can wear it. So it's yeah.
It just says Root
The
Boy.
website will be up by next week.
Okay.
Oh, they better go ahead with the website.
I love it. And by the way, guys, we had a taste of their body butter and what was it? The soap?
Yeah.
Yes, the soap. The body butter is really, really good. It's really, really good. Like if you have eczema, you have dry skin, the body butter is amazing. And
I think the famous products.
What, the body butter?
Yeah.
No, the body butter is theirs.
Is that theirs or his?
Yeah.
Yes, Leo, get up with the thing.
It's ours.
No, I get confused because I know he has his own thing.
Yeah. And the soap,
essential oils thing.
It's his.
Okay, and
yeah.
okay, gotcha.
And the soap it lathers very well.
Yeah, the soap was lovely.
It lathers very well, guys. We used it. Well, apparently I took some of it because it was a gift for Leo. but I took some of it.
Watson takes the majority of my stuff.
Yes. Yes.
I think the only thing he doesn't steal is glasses because he doesn't wear them.
Oh no.
So shout out to everybody who gave me some glasses.
Yes.
For my birthday.
No. No. No.
And for us, in regards to the
Have
kids,
the website coming up in probably in like 2 weeks.
Yeah.
We should have
Okay.
that.
Cool. All right. The Charles, you were saying?
no, I'm saying that in regards to our children, I just try to make sure that they are, like they said, secure with themselves, you know, and because my child has already been bullied because he's biracial. Oh, look at that. And he's already been bullied because he's biracial. So he's going to probably keep on getting bullied because he's unique. They're both unique. And they be like, okay, because like typically what you see, like my son like playing soccer. Typically what you see is not little black boys playing soccer. But you know, or he likes to play chess, and you know, he's like, so typically that's usually, I mean, in our neighborhood, you know, but if I was somewhere else, maybe that'll be a little bit different. So you have to, I told him, I said, you know what, when people are talking about you, it's usually because they're insecure or they don't like themselves or something like that. So when somebody says something to you and it's rude, kill them with kindness. Don't react, because that's what they want. They want you to get upset. They want you to lose your character, but you stand strong and you say, you know what? You know, I understand that I know you probably not getting much love at home or something like that, but you know, I'm good, okay? Because they asked him, what are you? Like, what are you? Because I'm like, what? I said, you did good. You did good, son. You know, because if I say anybody say something to him, you say, I'm gonna pray for you. You be when they like what's her name? Michelle Obama said, when they go low, you go high, and you're gonna always be faced with something. I said, life gonna keep lifing, so you're not exempt from it. So just because, you know, it could be because we're in a same-sex relationship today, and tomorrow it could be because the shoes you wear, because your hair is curly, or your arm, one arm longer than the other. It don't matter. You stay strong in yourself. You don't give a darn.
Our youngest one, he went on the first day of school and talked to us. They said, okay, they were saying like your mom and your dad, and he said, I got two moms. And the other kids was like, oh, okay. And they start back doing what they're doing. So they redirected, I guess they kind of corrected what they said, you know, from then on. Your parents, they said, because you don't know what people's household is like. So we just say parents now. We don't use mom and dad, because there may be two dads, there may be two moms, there may not be a dad, there may not be a mom. And then we would go to the after school program to pick them up. And a couple of the kids was like, your stepmom is here. And we had this one little girl, she was real grown. And she was talking, she said, yeah, that's his other mom. His other mom is at home. I was like, oh, girl. Like, you know, everybody know me, they know her, they know us as their parents at the school and the after school program. And on their basketball teams, you know, their baseball teams, they know we're both their parents. And as far as we've seen, nobody has said anything.
And they better not to my. I'm gonna say yourself, but you better, because you know you ain't gotta go cussing and fussing, but you can read somebody for filth in a very, you know, helpful way.
Yeah, I'm still trying to figure out the helpful way.
Yeah.
Me too, because I don't know how
I'm
to
still trying to figure out the helpful way, because all I know is just read you. Have it come out, it's the way it come out. You know what I'm saying? I'm working on that.
I'm with you, because I don't know how to do that.
Yeah, I just, whatever I'm feeling, that's how it's gonna come out.
I just say, don't give it to them. Do not give
sometimes
them
they need to be get. Sometimes they need to get it.
Yeah, just a little bit. Welcome in. We got Fluffy Girl Nation in the building. Hey, boo, how you doing?
Have you ever heard that like when somebody cheat and then the other person cheat in retaliation, and then they feel all guilty or they feel some kind of way, or didn't make them feel any better? That's how it feels to me when you give somebody that reaction that they are just really keep picking and picking and picking and picking for. You just let them win. That's just like if somebody hurt you, you forgive, not because they deserve it, because you deserve it too. You know what I mean?
But sometimes you do gotta check people.
Yeah.
She said before she goes high, she goes really low.
Then come back up.
In that book, she said she goes really low. Then she comes back up.
Then you come back up.
Yeah.
Yes. This is such a great live. Thank you so much, Fluffy Girl Nation. If you guys want your links dropped, just push hashtag HOX in the chat, and Nightbot is gonna drop your link. All right. So
what's the ages of you guys' kids?
6 and 8.
Oh, okay. Wow.
Yeah, and when we spoke to them, when I spoke to them initially about it, they was like, I spoke to them by myself initially, and then we spoke to them together, and we were telling them we were gonna get married. And it's like, because I always talk to my kids, like when you riding and stuff, you listen to the radio. A lot of times the radio not even on, because I'm trying to ask them questions and get them to tell me stories. And because when they start telling stories, they get to start telling some other stuff that may be going on. So I'm always talking to them. I say, and so I kind of framed it into the people that we know that are already married, their uncles, their cousins, their aunties, and all that kind of stuff. We know how that the marriage is a commitment between someone that they love, two people that love each other, and that's how it's supposed to be. And sometimes, that person may be different than what you've seen around it. So kind of because they're so young. But yeah, that's it.
That's great.
Miss Young says I'm an OG Taurus, and it is hard.
They got the clickers, but it's like with Leo, I can see that it'll take a lot to kind of for him to go off in that way, because you're trying to whatever. But when you go off, honey,
yeah. I think there was one situation.
One thing can go off too, though.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Why don't play?
I think we both know how to kind of calm each other down just a little bit. But there were one situation where Leo had got upset really, really fast because we were told we were supposed to get paid for something.
Oh, we're taking it back there.
Yeah.
Oh, Miss Mary, go.
And Leo instantly, I said, "Oh shit, I can't calm him down now." So then they was like, "What's wrong with your husband?" I said,
we was supposed to get paid for a show. Or
yeah.
We told we getting paid. Paid is a booking. When they pay you to come out,
yeah.
Don't make tips. You still walk away with a good horn.
So
they over there playing with my money, honey. I had to go off real fast.
So the minute Leo does something like this or whatever, I said, "Lord, geez," I said, "Leo."
See, when I get mad, I do a lot of this, and then I start talking the opposite of how I talk on camera, so people don't know how to react to it. And they're like, "Oh my God." It's like, yeah, this is who I am, like 24 hours a day.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Gay has nothing to do with that. It's just I have a lighter personality. Yeah, you know what I mean?
So I'm trying to talk soft tone and telling it, "Sweetheart, it's okay, just calm down. It's okay, just calm down, soft tone."
How you gonna tell us to calm down? We're supposed to get paid for a show and you don't want to pay us. What the fuck?
So me now, it's totally different because the Jamaican accent starts to come out, and I've been told my face starts turning red and everything. And
you know what's funny when Washington, because he doesn't never do this, but when he talks to me, Washington tries to match my energy, so he'll start talking with his hands. And I just buzz out laughing because to me it's the cutest thing. It's like, Washington, you don't even do that.
So yeah, so we have a way of trying to calm each other down.
But yeah, when he gets mad, his accent comes out.
Yeah, we have a way of trying to calm.
And then you got to try to figure out what he's saying. It's like Miss Mary.
This is Mr. Calm right here. He starts to kumbaya and blah blah blah.
Get my oil.
Well, you kumbaya, let me get him.
He wants to rub all over everybody. I was like,
No, that ain't what she meant.
Everyone for who they are, right, Mike and Rihanna? Absolutely. Yeah. It's done in the morning. Yeah. So yeah, absolutely.
So are you implying that you're not calm?
Yeah, they not calm.
No, it's
Who,
on there.
Janice in the chat or her?
Talking about who?
I miss Janice.
If you not
see
calm,
you.
raise your hand. You skip over calm, raise your hand. Okay.
But wait, wellness is a Leo, so there's only but so much calm that you can do when it comes to a Leo. Because see, I've gotten better. Because it used to be, I've gotten better.
Better at what?
Hold on one moment. I've gotten better. It used to be 2 strikes. Back in the day, it was only 1, honey. Because I remember one time, and my dead friend, God rest his soul, and my dead friend, he one of his friends came up to me and said something, and I just instantly slapped the boy.
Ooh.
Whatever he said, it had just pissed me off. So I've gotten better, where it's now it won't take that much. You know?
So they were talking about physical abuse, and now you doing physical abuse.
My friends always tell me your tongue is. Oh my God! They're like, I don't ever want to get into it with you.
This one definitely has a
I
mouth.
think I'm a little bit of both. Yeah, so wellness is a Leo. So it takes a lot to get us upset, but when we get to going, there's no holding back.
No,
But I also feel she shouldn't have to go there. If somebody mess with her, she always tell me, I don't need you to defend me. I'm grown. But the fact is, you need to keep this. I'm already labeled.
Yeah. Like
I'm already there, so just let me handle it. You need to be the one with the cool head.
Yeah, like I think
They already know you gonna react, huh?
Yeah.
I already react before she even know what's going on.
Yeah.
I mean, it be so embarrassing sometimes. Though you be like, why are you so upset at these folks? It be like a revelation.
No, it's not that I'm. And the thing is, what people don't understand about me, I talk. You would almost think I'm from New York because New York people talk with a lot of passion. So when I'm talking and I'm going off, I'm not really yelling. I'm passionate about what it is I'm talking about, and I'm getting it across. Now, if you think I'm yelling or you think I'm screaming, then that's your problem. But I'm letting you know where I stand.
But if that was one of the boys, you'd be like, you don't lower your voice.
Thank you.
But I'm grown though.
But I'm still the behavior still should cross over to where.
But my thing is, I'm not
get my point across right here.
I'm gonna get my point across, but it's gonna sometimes get elevated because I'm getting passionate about it. You know what I'm saying? Not that I'm about to hit you. I'm not gonna do none of that, but I'm letting you know where I stand, and that's it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But this one likes to use vulgar language, so that's
what I'm talking about.
Listen, let me tell you, fair warning. Y'all want to know? Listen, y'all want to know when Leo is upset? The minute he said "fuck you, bitch," you go to hell. That's it.
That's my normal language is that.
Oh God!
Oh, we believe it.
Oh, the minute Leo says that word, I said, "Okay, wait a minute now."
If I give you one of these, it's on.
And that's how I do. It's like when the whole facial expression just totally changes. Like, oh shit! Like when the old girl said in Color Barber, "Time to go."
But I want to thank you for that. I'm just passionate. Thank you so much.
It's about passion.
Myself now.
We're passionate people. Especially if it's about somebody we love. You know, if you
so now when I get ready to read somebody, I'm saying I'm passionate now. For this. Get ready to take this read up and again. I'm just being passionate.
I'm real passionate.
Tired.
Okay. Dark Team says, unfortunately, blacks are labels as anger, not passionate. Yeah, we are. Yeah, we are. Then they said, yeah, we are. Yeah, we
angry
are.
The angry black woman.
I take it.
So, does famous ever get angry?
Of course he does.
I do. I'm human. I definitely will get.
He's an Aries. Yes, he do get Aries. Yes,
but
you've never been around an Aries, have you?
It takes a minute because I'm not just gonna blow up. I'm not gonna do that. It's
Then
gonna
there's
take.
Aries.
I like to
say
say
the most hurtful
level-headed.
stuff for you.
Oh, sugar.
Child, they mouth have no filter.
I like to stay level-headed when something happens, and then if it just keeps escalating, then I will escalate with it. But I try my best to just.
I be up here like, are you gonna come up here and join me?
Hey, I'm already 0 to life real quick.
Yeah. I ain't going back down there. Come up here. With me.
Yeah, I'm right here right now. You can either join me, just stay right there, because I can handle it up here.
And my whole thing is this: I've worked very hard to establish my peace, so I'm not gonna let nobody take it away from me very easily.
Yeah.
And then when you have gotten to the point where it's unsafe, like if you really kind of have had a physical thing where it's not safe, they're not safe. Just don't say that. So it's best that I just draw on back.
Now, don't get me wrong. With him, I don't jump to 100 right away. It's just him, but everybody else can get it. But with him, it takes me a while to get there. Yeah.
But anybody else that you don't know, it's like it's done deal. It's a done deal. And she'll tell me, we was in a store one time and she said, Tasha, why? I say, I'm just saying that you're not going to accuse me of something that I'm not doing and I'm going to let you get away with it. That's not the way it works.
But the thing about it is, like, when you are so active, you can't process, you can't communicate, you're not able to communicate effectively.
It was effective because she stopped.
No, it wasn't. It's about this because I started talking. Anyway, yeah.
I see you do
I
not
feel
know
like if you
that
like I tell my children, if your blood pressure starts to rise, that means that your brain is turning down.
Yeah. Yeah. So who is out of all of us more overprotective of the other one?
I think I am. I'm real protective over the whole family. I'm more protective. I'm gonna take everything as a threat, but I feel that I wouldn't say that ain't my role, but it's just the person I am. I feel that if you are out of order or something ain't right, I'm gonna protect the tribe. Period.
Yeah, she get real loosey goosey with it too. I mean, like really psychotic. Oh my gosh! Yeah.
I'm the same way here. Yeah, I think I am more protective of the family. Yeah.
Okay. I think for us, we kind of like, I overprotect.
I would say Watson is more protective.
Yeah.
Because he's protective with everything. What we eat, what we have on, who we hang out with. Like,
yeah, I overprotect, and then Leo try to protect me, but I'm like overprotect, so I'm like overprotect with everything.
I step in when needed. You know what I mean? Because I don't like when people look like they're being picked on. Then I got to say something, then I got to do something, then I got to step up, and my voice is the loudest. Because what you ain't gonna do. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And the crazy part is I'm very outspoken. I say what I'm gonna say. She say I don't have tact, but I feel that I have tact. She said I don't have tact. But the thing is, I've only been in one fight in my whole life. But it never gets to that point. I don't know if it's because they like this M is crazy and let me but it never got to
plenty of fights.
But I don't fight. I say what I gotta say, and 9 out of 10, it's probably because I'm telling the truth to you. That's why you're not getting offended, and that's why you're not upset, because I'm letting you know how it is. You wrong. This is what it is. Period. And I'm done.
Yeah, absolutely. Doctor says, unfortunately, today some people do not know how to reason. Amen.
They don't.
Amen. Dr.
They need counseling.
Yeah, like Leo knows I'm a very giving person. I'm too nice. That's the Leo in me. And when he sees someone that, either they want to take advantage or
because Watson always wants to help every damn body. people don't have your best interest. So
They must don't know who you married to.
you got to talk to him and go, stop trying to help everybody. They don't. He's like, what are you doing? Everybody don't need help. Stop.
So then he turns in to the preacher, and then when the person does it wrong, he goes in and yelling and all this different type of stuff, child.
But it goes both ways, because we just had that argument earlier.
Yeah.
I told Watson that sometimes he can be too mean, and I think Watson thinks I'm too nice sometimes. So I think it's a balance of us both being too nice and too mean sometimes.
Yeah.
Ain't no balance over here. Nice guy. Nice guy.
They're pretty much here too.
Listen, I'm old. I do not have time for that.
Nice. And then there's me.
Yeah.
Ta-da!
Very passionate.
Yeah.
Passionate. You got the passionate one over here.
Yeah.
And I'm always trying to be the more tactful person.
And you need that, but you need that balance. All of us, both of us can't be like me. We be in jail. We done hyped each other up. We over here swinging and don't even know why we swinging. So both of us can't be like that. You know?
My best friend always said, I got your bail money just because I know one day you going.
Just come get me out. Just come get me out.
Yeah, I used to have bail money on retainer. I'm like, girl, my best friend, I'm like, girl, here go 500. If this don't get me out, I need to sit for a while anyway.
Let me cool down. Let me stay there a couple of days.
Yeah.
I don't know what's down here. I know my friend, we talk on the phone, and she says, you don't really have to say everything that's on your mind. Then you can hold back a little bit. And I was like, I did hold back a little bit.
Exactly. That's how I am. I just, whatever come out, it comes out.
Yeah. And I really don't mean no harm.
Yeah.
I'm just passionate. I'm going to use that to the day I die.
Just real passionate.
I think I go in there.
Absolutely. Ooh, this was so good. I'm so happy
It was.
I'm so happy that you guys agreed to do this with us. This was really good. We had such an amazing time.
Really fun.
Yes.
Yes,
So before we close the show, you guys have anything for the audience?
Any closing line?
Any closing line?
You were getting ready to say, what do you want them to take away from this interview?
Yes. Any closing lines, tell them where they can find you and stuff like that.
You guys can go.
Okay. Well, I'm Wellness with Frugal Mama here on YouTube, and you can find me on all social medias. And my channel is about wellness, mind, body, and soul. Because when those things are not in alignment, you think you getting it. But then as soon as something comes over, you can, what is it called? Get unrooted, ungrounded. And so I think that that's what my channel is all. I mean, that is what my channel is all about, is talking about that balance. And I just wish the world had a more love, and I'm I do. I wish the world had more love, but the world needs love. Because I've been to the place where I was so depressed, I was so and I was in pain and anguish, and then when I said, you know what, now this is what living is really all about, where you have a level of balance. But anyway, what you got to say? But our other channels, Turner Realities and Reactions. Anyway, go ahead.
No, but it is true. She is about love, but she just everything is and then I got to, so it's like a balance. But yeah, I mean, you join in, you're gonna work out. I ain't there yet on the working out, but I'm gonna get there. Beginning of the year, I'm gonna start working out.
That's how you know.
Start working out.
You never say I'm gonna start later. You gonna start today, or you probably ain't gonna start. That's my philosophy.
And we have a Turner's Reality and Reaction. It's about our family channel. I post a lot of stuff with trucking on there, shorts and stuff. But then we have our Turner Talks podcast. You can find that on Wellness with Frugal Mama's channel, or you can find it on Facebook. You're able to watch all our episodes. We had one right before we came on here.
Thank y'all for joining.
Thank you for that.
Okay. And the ranties.
So my name is Famous, and my channel is all about wellness and health as well. And I educate and sell plant-based products. So I just try to get people to be aware that there are products out there that do not have chemicals. They're more natural. It's more of a like natural remedy, if you will. And they're products that are already made for you. You just have to purchase them and use them on a consistent basis. So I just try to educate people on using a better lifestyle with plant-based products, whether that's essential oils or skincare products, cleaning supplies, like you name it. If you use it on a normal basis, we have it in a plant-based product. So I just try to get the word out and share it with people. And then my husband also has his own channel. We don't have our own channel just yet, but we will.
Channel together. And my channel is Jagged Little Edge. It's fun. We laugh, we act silly. I cook sometimes, I bake sometimes. I just have conversations with my son, my best friends, and just have a good time. On TikTok, I'm RudeBoy303, and I love me some TikTok. So I'm more on TikTok. I'm gonna get better on YouTube. Right now, I'm taking a little break, but I'm gonna record. I think Sunday. My son and I are gonna talk about Pride, and so, yeah. So,
How old are your children?
Oh, here we go. My oldest is he be 35. My middle child is 31, and then I have Sir L. Who's
But he's starting all over again.
Yeah, it is. Oh, my God, today.
You don't look like you old enough to have somebody 35 for real.
Oh, thank you. But these old bones feel it.
Wow,
I'll be 60 in February, so I'm trying. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I want to have I don't know if I want to have a big party, or just us go somewhere, travel somewhere. We're gonna do the cruise thing, but I want to go. I want to do Europe, so might go south of France. We've been to Paris. I want to go south of France next time. So yeah, for my 60th birthday.
Where do you guys live right now?
Colorado.
Colorado. What part?
We're in Aurora.
I'm gonna say, okay. Give them they long. What the next you gonna ask for his address?
Yeah, we coming up there.
But you know what? Like I say, I've been DFW, so you know, people gonna find. They gonna find.
Well, we right in the middle of Aurora in the Denver Tech area, so we right on the of that.
I'm trying to get her to come up there skiing, but she won't come skiing. I told her I could bundle her.
I have arthritis. I don't do well in the cold. I ain't trying.
I got an oil for you.
I'm dark skinned. I like tropical.
I got an oil for you.
Oh, okay, got an oil for that.
You can bring it on the ski slope. Yes. Let me rub it down and we get on out there.
I got to the point where it was so bad. Like peppermint oil help. You know, you're supposed to put a what is it called, carrier. I was like, forget that carrier oil. Let's go right on the skin, baby. I gotta get in here quick.
I tell everyone needs to come to Colorado. Colorado is so beautiful.
Year round.
Mm-hmm. Like if we don't get, when you guys see the snow, it's in the mountains. It can be below zero one day, and in the wintertime it can be 60 something degrees.
I've seen it where we've gotten all 4 seasons in one day.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, that sounds like Missouri.
Wow.
I did basic training in Missouri. I was like, I want to go home.
I love Colorado. I want to have a house up in the ski slopes in Colorado. What? I've been trying to get her to come to Colorado. I love Colorado.
Oh, you got to go. You need to come when we have Jazz Fest in Winter Park. It's up in the mountains. We usually rent a cabin up there, and it's jazz for the weekend.
Yeah,
it's really
actually
really fun.
Next month.
And then we also have a black ski festival here.
Yeah.
And people come from around the world. Black people come from around the world and ski up here. Yeah.
Wow.
And there's black people in Colorado. Y'all quit doing that.
Right. There's a lot of us.
There's a lot of black folks in Colorado.
That jazz is something we may look into next year. I'd like, because it's in the summertime. It ain't in the winter.
Yep.
Yeah, the Jazz Fest is in the summertime.
And it's real nice too.
Now, I agree with you. I ain't going to do no skiing and no snow. I'm not doing that. I said he wants to go, but I said no. We get a nice little cabin. Y'all can see me. I'll be here drinking my hot chocolate. I'll meet y'all when y'all get back.
Well, you and her can stay in the cabin, and we'll go skiing. Well, I won't ski. I jet ski. I snowmobile.
Okay, I know
Yeah,
one of
that's
them
fine.
gonna be with us. Okay, Winston and Leo gonna be with us in the resort.
Yeah,
Yeah, they're next to the fireplace drinking us some something.
With fur.
Looking flawless, honey.
Yes.
Yeah, cause I ain't going out there.
Yes. So, guys, well, you know, guys, where to find us on all social platforms. We do have 3 channels. Yo, it's your boy Leo. It's me, Winston. And now we come together as House of X Entertainment. So you can find us on all social platforms. Make sure that you guys go ahead and check out these lovely guests that we had on this platform today. And again, guys, thank you so much for doing this show with us.
Yeah, this was a blast. I had fun.
Thank you for having
I
us.
I have one more question. So not one more thing. One more I guess one more question. What does pride mean to each of you all?
Oh,
For me, it means celebrating our love for each other. Because to me, pride is all year round for me and Leo. You know, that's living in your truth. But it's just more so of celebrating our love more because we got married around pride. So, you know, yeah.
Oh, pride for me, for us. I celebrate pride every day, and so how can I explain it? Pride is just living in your truth. It's just living in your truth, and with just living in your truth. Yeah, that's pride for me.
Being who you are, being free and proud of who you are, and not hiding who you are. So that is what is pride for us.
Okay, they said, "Is you free?"
Oh,
no.
Oh. Oh, I like that word, free.
It's like he said. It's the effect of being free. If you can talk about your spouse and you heterosexual, why can't I talk about mine? When you say my wife or husband, we doing this, and that. Okay, me and my wife doing this, and this. It's just the freedom of being able to be proud of who I'm with, who I'm married to. Because if I was ashamed, I wouldn't have been married.
Amen.
But that's what it is to me. What is it to you?
I mean, and you know what? It wasn't that I didn't have a pride in being married to anybody, particularly you.
I'm about to say, you're not married to
But I was just like, I just think that I just don't even communicate. Like I would disappear before I had children. I would disappear for years, like fall off the face of the earth. They'd be like, "Are you okay, my friend?" But I just don't have to. I don't have to talk to people. I don't have to be, that type of thing. But going back on topic, the pride just means to me just freedom, because it's so many people. And when she said she wanted to do the show, I was like, oh, because I want people to know that it's okay. And I said, you know what? You're right. It's okay. Be free, because that stigma is like ridiculous, and most of the people who are pointing their fingers are probably doing some weird stuff.
But you got young people that are taking their lives because they can't be who they are. And I'm from a small town. I'm talking about my town is of 3,500 people, and everybody know everybody. So I want the younger generation. I'm not sitting up here promoting it, because what you're gonna do, you're gonna do it. Yeah. But I want you to be free and feel comfortable to be who you are, no matter where you're at, whether you DFW Metroplex or you're in a small town. Be who you are, Don't go over there and kill yourself because you can't be the person you are. If you need to talk to somebody, reach out. That's why we're full in effect out there on Facebook, like she said, YouTube, anywhere. It's okay to be you. No matter what you do, people are going to talk about you. No matter who you are, people are going to. You can be heterosexual, they're going to talk about you. You can be with a man, a heterosexual relationship. They're going to tell you that man you with ain't no good. They're going to tell you that woman you with no good.
Amen.
Who you are. Period.
Amen.
That's what I like about Wanston's book, is because even at the end, I want to say I read at the end of the book, we talked about one of his friends that said, thank you for this, and saying that this is you okay, that because I feel more free, and by sharing it and saying, this is who I am, this is my situation, and then be like, you know what, it's not just me in this world that's just like me, different. I mean, we all, you know what I mean?
Yeah, a lot of times us as LGBTQ, we need to be more visible, and even LGBTQ couples need to be more visible, because sometimes the LGBTQ, they're not as visible, because they're too scared. And even in the trans community as well, they're scared that somebody would say something, somebody would hurt them, or God forbid commit suicide, so they're not as visible. They're scared to share their partner with the world, and they're scared to go down the street holding hands or saying, hey, this is my partner. No, if you made a commitment with that person, why not share it with the world? So
That is so.
So it's just all about being visible and sharing your love with the world. Who cares what people say?
Yeah, but a lot of people do. And then you Black, it's tough. Like, you already born with discrimination at the doorstep, and then to add something else, it's like you gotta really be strong, get stronger, and then, like you said, the visibility of couples and people who are not ashamed and not afraid is really changing the narrative.
Like, I think in the past, me and Leo never understood why people used to say to us that we used to bring so much hope to same-sex gay marriage, and we never understood it because we used to just post pictures all the time, and we still do it, post pictures of us going to events and just posting pictures, and we never understood why people would say that. And then when we finally, we met the Ranskys, and they said, we love how you guys share Black queer love, and we finally understood, and I was like, maybe it's a lot of people out there that don't express their love.
Right. Right.
And how many Black, Black families?
Because I was like, yes, give it. Yeah. I love to see it. And she was like, who you sitting up there just snickering at? I was like, this is, I get on the nerve. It's so beautiful. You know what I'm saying? It's like,
it really is. It really is. Black
like
queer
somebody
love,
that stand by you and stand by each other. Love it.
It's nothing like Black queer love. I mean, it is absolutely beautiful to see when it's done right.
Yeah,
it's good, like you say, when it's done right. And a lot of people think that they're gay or they're in a homosexual relationship is all kind of cheating. But I, like we were saying, you want to make sure that you putting the positive out there, because, like you say, we love just like if it was a heterosexual couple,
And I think people don't really understand when you say love is love. It's love is love, and it don't matter if it's a homosexual couple, straight couple. Love is love, and people miss that message when they says love is love.
Amen.
Love wins all the time.
Yep. And we've had 2 ministers on our show that said that. They said, it may not be what I agree with, but how can I be of Christ if I don't love you? I love you, and that what you do is your business.
Go get your
But love is love.
Yeah.
And I can't call myself a Christian if I'm not loving you.
Amen.
Amen.
Yeah. And that basically sums up our show, guys. So we will see you guys again for our next Pride event. We thank you guys so much for coming. And again, happy Pride, everybody.
And stay passionate. Stay passionate.
Yes, stay passionate. See you guys.
I tell you, that's gonna be on my tombstone. I was a passionate man.
He was very passionate.
Okay, is he passionate or not?
Yes.
Thank you guys so much. Bye bye.
Thank you.
All right.
Hey, turn me up a little. Yeah.